Hi friends, in this video we are going to discuss about how to connect to the database and how to get the data after executing the query, how to store the output into a some other result set and all these things we are going to discuss in this video. So I'm considering the MySQL database for connecting to the database and all. Let me explain you how we can connect to the database, and then practically we will see DB connection. So what you need to do is, first you need to know driver for your database. Okay, which database you are connecting, you need to know the driver. So driver will be different for MySQL, separate driver will be there, Oracle separate driver will be there, and SQL server there is different driver. So whatever the database we are connecting, we need to know the driver. Okay, so based on this driver only, the code will understand that which database we are trying to connect. Once database is okay, fine. Once you get the driver for the your database, next statement what you are going to do is you need to open a connection to the database. You need to open connection to database. So for this we require three things. One is your database name. One is your database name you need, and username for connecting to that database, and password. Okay, these three things you need in order to connect to the database. Okay, so one is database name and username and password. These three things are required for you to open a connection to the database. Once you opened connection to the database, what you need to do is you need to create a statement. By using statement only we can execute the queries, guys. You need to create a statement. By using this you can execute the queries. Okay, so for executing the select query we need to use execute query. Okay, or you want to execute the update query, so you can use execute update, guys. So whatever the select query you are executing, it is returning some data, right? We need to store that data into the result set. Okay, from result set we are reading the all the data one by one. Okay, so this is how the database connection, what we need and all required for us. So what are all the different things required for us is, first we need to connect to the database. You need to know the driver. You need to know the driver for which database you are trying to connect, either MySQL or Oracle or SQL server. Next, you need to open a connection to the database. You need to know database name and username and password. Next is, in order to execute the query, so you need to open a you need to create a statement, create statement, and then so you are going to execute the query. You need to pass here your SQL query. You need to pass here your SQL query. Here you need to pass your update query. Okay, so like this how it is going to work, guys. So result set is the one, whatever the data returning from your execute query, that is going to store it into a result set. From result set we are going to read the data one by one. So this is how the database connection will work to connect to any database. Okay, let me see practically all these things. Yeah, so before going to that, let me show you. This is my MySQL database which I configured in my machine. So it is a open source, guys. Even you can create your own. Yeah, once you install MySQL, so it is completely open source, guys. How you can download MySQL, you can do it. MySQL downloads. Once come here you can able to see MySQL community downloads. So MySQL for Windows is there. Okay, MySQL for Windows, you can download any one of these two, then MySQL will be downloaded for you. Okay, and while installing you can go with the recommended settings only. Then you are going to get, this is the page workbench, you are going to get it. Okay, in this workbench, this is the UI editor for SQL queries. This is the editor for SQL queries where you can execute your queries and all. See here, I am executing these queries, the customers is showing here, and I am updating this statement. So you can able to see here it is updated successfully. So like this, how you can practice all your queries in the SQL workbench. This is the editor for MySQL database, guys. Okay, so easily you can configure the MySQL. Once you download that and install with recommended settings, then MySQL workbench automatically downloaded along with MySQL, and you can create some sample databases and sample tables, and you can start practicing on it. Okay, good. So next, so I'm going to create the new project, guys. I'm going to create a new project, create new. I'm going to create a Maven project. So new project, go here, come here to Maven project, click next. Okay, create simple project. I'm adding the name as DB connection, and our project name is DB. Click on finish. See, Maven project is created successfully. Fine. Next, what we need to do is, in the pom.xml, I want to add the dependencies. I don't want to add the jar files manually. In the POM already we know, right? We need to provide the just version numbers here. Automatically jars will downloaded and available to us. Okay, so yeah, whatever the jars you required for database connection, all those dependencies I'm going to put it into this pom.xml. Then Maven will take care to download all those jars automatically and available to our project. Okay, so how to find the jar files, and I'll come here. How to find it? Go to the Maven repository. Okay, this is our Maven repository. For MySQL, we need one dependency. See here, you can able to see here MySQL connector Java. This is what dependency we need. Select this, go to your project and add here dependencies. So add your dependency here. Okay, add here your dependency. This is one dependency we need, and I'm going to add another dependency also, like for executing the test cases and all. TestNG dependency also we need. Just click on TestNG, take the latest one. Okay, these two are the dependencies for now we need, guys. Okay, these two are the dependencies for now we need. One is for MySQL connector Java, another one is TestNG. Okay, so we are trying to connect it to the MySQL database, right? You can see here in the Maven dependencies, automatically it will download all the, see, MySQL connector is downloaded, TestNG is downloaded, and remaining dependencies also it is downloading. Yeah, so that is the use of the Maven, guys. You no need to add the jar files in build path. Okay, you manually. So you need to provide the dependencies in your pom.xml. Automatically it will download all those jars and make it available to you. Okay, fine. Now we need to create a so go to the new. I'm going to create a new package or new class. My class is package is DB, and class name is execute. DB query. DB query update I am giving. Okay, DB query, or just you can give DB, that's it. Okay, I have created a new class under the DB package, db.java we have created. Fine. I'm not going to use public static void main, guys. So because I'm going to use the @test in the testng. @test annotation we are using public void. You can take method name is execute query. Okay, fine. So I'm going to import this. I'm going to import this @test. Okay. Okay. So @test I have imported. Guys, as I told you, first what we need to do, go here, driver for your database. Okay, first we need to set the driver for your database. First we need to set what, guys? We need to set the driver for your database. How we can set it? So you can see here how we can set it. Class dot. So you need to set like this way here, guys. Class dot for name. Class dot for name. You need to set here your MySQL related driver, guys. You need to set here MySQL related driver, that is related to the MySQL driver we need to provide, guys. So MySQL driver, what is the MySQL driver and all? How we will get it, guys? So you can search it in the Google. You will get the MySQL driver. So driver for MySQL in Java. Okay, database connectivity with MySQL, you can see here. See, this is the what. So first you need to set your what, guys? First you need to set your driver. Class name dot for name. You need to set your driver. Okay. Okay, fine. Your driver is set it successfully. Your driver is set successfully. So this driver is different for different databases, guys. This is for MySQL, and Oracle, you want to connect to the Oracle database, Oracle different driver will be there. SQL Server different driver will be there. Okay, next. Okay, fine. Next we need to open, this is first you are setting the driver. You are setting the driver. The next statement what we need to do, guys, we need to open a connection to the database. You need to open a connection to the database. How we can do that? So connection equal to driver manager dot get connection. So driver manager dot get connection. So as I told you, three things you need to pass it to here. As I told you here, three things: open a connection to the database. What are all the different things you need to pass, guys? Database name and username, password. These three things you need to pass it here. So what is the database name? How we can pass it is, see here, and first argument JDBC colon MySQL, JDBC colon MySQL colon what you can pass, guys? Localhost. Your port number always run MySQL and 3306 / and our database name. So our database name here is what, guys? SQL underscore store is our database name, which is having all these tables. So I am providing that SQL underscore store. Okay, and your username is root and password is root @123. That's it. So you need to provide three arguments, guys, and connection imported Java SQL. Guys, you need to import all these things from the Java SQL. Okay, fine. What we have done in this statement, you are opening a connection to the database, driver manager dot get connection, JDBC MySQL, whatever the database. Here it is, JDBC MySQL, and your local host it is running. Your SQL server is, your MySQL is running on local host. This is the port number. This is the database name, and root @123. So you opened a connection to the database. Next, what I said to you, you opened a connection. Next, what you need to do, you need to create a statement. Okay, so how to create this statement, you can see here. Statement equal to connection dot create statement. Connection dot what, guys? Create statement. You can see here. Connection dot create statement. This you need to import it from the Java SQL. Okay, fine. Create statement you have created successfully. Now everything is ready for us. Now we can go ahead with execute our query. Okay. So as I told you, for storing all the data and all, we need what, guys? We need to store where? In the result set. We need to store all the data into where? In the result set. Result set, just I have taken rs equal to statement dot execute query. Which query we want to update? We want to execute now. Let me take the sample query. I want to execute. This is the query. Select star from SQL. I think this is not required now. Select star from customers. I want to execute. See here. Same query I am giving here. Execute query. Select star from customers. Okay. So this part is also done. Next, what we need to do, guys? Read the data from the result set. We need to read the data from the result set. So one by one we are going to read it. How we can read it? See here. Result set while result set dot next. Result set dot next. Out.println. I want to read one by one. Result set dot get int of first column. Get int of first column. So I'm giving just a space here. So just first three columns I want to display. You can see here. Similarly, record set dot get string of 2. Get string of 2 I am giving, and similarly record set dot get string of 3 I am giving. That's it. Just first three columns we will try to read it, guys. Okay, that's it. Everything is set. So what we have done? We set the driver and we opened a connection to the database by giving the database name and username and password. So we opened a connection to the database, right? And we are creating a statement. By using this statement object, we are executing the query. Select star from customers, and we are reading one by one. So this is first column, this is second column, and this is third column. Okay. Can we execute now and see? Save it. Allow access. See, can you able to see here? All the data is returned successfully. Whatever the data you are getting, everything is set successfully. Whatever the data you got here, everything is set successfully. So you can see in the workbench. So this is the first three columns, right? First one is what? 1 John McFerry. So you can see here 1 John McFerry. Second one INS and Brushfield. 2 yeah. And 10th one Levy and Maynard. See, you can see here 10th one. So like this, how you can execute the query. Okay. From the database connection. As I told you, you want to work with other databases and all. What is the changing part is just you need to change the driver. Just you can change the driver, and as well as here also instead of MySQL you can provide Oracle or SQL Server and all. So that is only the changing part. Remaining everything is same. Okay, fine. Now I want to execute execute update query also we need to do. How we can do that? See here, just I'm copying the this part. I'm creating a new test. Okay, I'm creating the, instead of execute query, I'm taking it as a execute update. Okay, execute update, and also here, guys, it is recommended to close connection, guys. So if you did not close the connection, every time it will open a connection, after some time your database will be hanged. It cannot able to serve these many connections to us. So it is recommended is, even in whenever you are writing the code, so recommended is please close the connection. Okay, fine. Here also I am going to close the connection. Fine. Now I want to execute the update query, and then we will execute the select query. Okay. So executing the update query. How we can do that, guys? So as I told you, update query and all, what statement we need to use? Instead of execute query, we need to use what? Execute update. How you can use this? See here. So execute update, but update query will not return anything for us. Statement dot execute update we need to use, guys. Connection statement is there, right? Instead of this, so statement dot execute update is there anywhere? See here, update is there. Execute update, here you need to provide your query, update query. So let me assume our update query is this one. I'm going to set first name equal to Harry. Okay, so for the customer ID equal to 1. Please copy this and paste here. That's it. Okay, so your update, see what is the difference is, execute query is for executing the query, select query. Execute update is for executing the update queries. Okay, anything you want to change it in your database and all, then you need to use the execute update. Or you want to fetch the data from the database, then you can use the execute query. Okay, fine. So once it is executed, okay, again we are trying to get the data. Select start from customers. Now which name it need to show, guys? It need to show the name Harry in our first set of the data. Okay, fine. Just to differentiate these two, I am going to use here just to differentiate the print, the first one and second one, two test cases. I am just dividing it with this line. Okay, fine. Now let me execute, guys. So when we execute this one, friends, so we need to get the Harry is the so updated value for the customer ID equal to 1. Whether it is getting or not, we will see. Now currently what is there here? John is there. Okay, so okay, fine. Let me execute this. You can see here, see first what is there? John is there. After update query, what is there? Harry is there. It means that it is updated successfully. Okay, so like this, how you can perform execute query and execute update, guys. Okay, so like this, how you can connect to the database. And please keep remember, this driver is for MySQL only. If Oracle you want to go with, Oracle driver you need to provide. SQL driver you need to provide. Here also same thing. If at all it is a MySQL, we are connecting MySQL. If it is Oracle you need to provide. Okay, remaining everything is same. Nothing is going to change because SQL is same in any database. SQL is same in any database. So we no need to worry about that. And here you need to provide, this is your database name, this is your port number, this is database name and username and password you need to provide, and this is select query, execute query you need to update, you need to use. For update query you need to use what, guys? Execute update you need to use. Okay, so like this how we can connect to the database. Okay, so we can connect to the any database. The statements are same, nothing is going to change. Whenever you are trying to connect to the database from the Java, the statements are same. Okay, so yeah, like this how you can connect to the database. Okay, yeah, so thanks for watching. So if at all you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and please help me to get do more and more videos. Please motivate me. Okay, thank you so much.